said, boy, you nice.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. We know Chris Paul is nicknamed the point god. Some say he's the best ever when it comes to running an offense while limiting turnovers. CP3 says, when I step on the court, I don't think that anyone should be able to take the ball from me. I pride myself on making the right decisions, passing and ball handling. Kevin, he remains a wizard.
He's unbelievable. Hall of Famer in every way. Thank you, David. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Los Angeles, front court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. Wall and Powell are the guard set. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, we know the players enjoy the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But, Greg, you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
Now, here's Leonard. Unloads from 9. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You take a look at the Clippers. They've been passed up, moving down to the 4th spot.
Well, right now, Phoenix, they're still a real contender, no doubt. Not quite meeting expectations, but you know they're going to be shooting for the top spot as this season rolls along.
And Booker kicks to Bridges. Back to Booker. Second shot opportunity, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. On defense, the Clippers. 6 to shoot. There's the pass to Ayton. And now here comes Wall, leading the break. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
And using his quick, active hands, Wall has a knack for propelling fast breaks into action.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Booker is screen on Wall. The drive by Paul. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
And that one falls for Paul. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
And both free throws good from Paul.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. It's Powell on the wing. From downtown, knocks down the 3-ball.
That's who you want to get it out to. Norman Powell shoots around 40% from deep almost every year.
And so just over a minute and a half played. No good from Booker.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Leonard against Crowder. From 12 feet out, and too long on the shot. The Suns have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Paul, up and in on the layup.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Here's Leonard. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Stop it on a dime. Kawhi showing good body control on that pull-up.
Powell with the steal. Wall against Paul. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And Wall kicks to George. Floats one up.
I'll tell you what, Aiden is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now, here's Bridges. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. No good from Booker.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
And here's Wall. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Crowder sets a screen for Booker. Paul passes to Booker. Crowder against Powell. Powell with the steal. Inside, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Suns trail by 7. Bridges outside. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
You see his length, the explosion, making sure of that one.
Now Leonard. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
Now here's Booker. Last game he had 34 points and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Now here's Booker. Norman Powell unable to get his last shot to go.
And great energy from Booker there in the paint, just working hard to get to his shot.
And George kicks to Zubats. Outside Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. Down low, it's tipped. Powell dishes to Leonard. Clock is at 3. The tray. The shot by Powell, no good. For the Phoenix Suns, they're coming off a good outing against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, and you can see the crowd's reaction with every make. It wasn't pretty.
Driving inside, and the dunk by Powell.
Attacking the rim with aggression. Norman Powell putting pressure on the interior D with his driving and finishing abilities.
Now here's Paul. 14 points from him the last game against Houston.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
And Crowder slams it in.
Don't underestimate Booker's passing ability. He's getting better and better at making plays for others.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Clippers. 3-point lead. The dish to Leonard. Zubac's a screen on Crowder. And it's Leonard missing.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Bridges kicks to Paul. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Powell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Morris is checked in for Zubac's. Robert Covington comes in for Leonard. Mann's checked in for Norman Powell. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for John Wall. And then for Phoenix, Sharch is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Johnson comes in for Jay Crowder. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. The Clippers have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Jackson has the open look. No good on the 3. The Suns trailing. Bridges outside. Johnson sends the screen for Bridges. Morris with the block.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
Jackson passes to George. Driving the lane, and then George with the jam.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Booker outside. Bridges sets the screen for Booker. Pass to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. And Saric kicks to Johnson. Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Outside, George. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Bridges outside. On the wing, Booker. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. He takes it in. We've got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Excellent footwork there. Booker so tricky on the drive. You can't predict what he's going to do.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line. Amir Coffey's checked in for Paul George. And Phoenix also making a switch. Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Mikal Bridges. Free throw good, Booker.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Morris, no good. The Suns have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And Covington sends it back.
All over, guys. I like watching Covington be a pest on the defensive end.
Here's Coffey. Morris tried to free himself up. The layup off target. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Craig can't get it to go. Los Angeles is gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Here's Coffey. And the Clippers miss again. Phoenix has gone 0 of 3 from 3-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Booker outside. And there's the pass to Johnson. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Mann passes to Jackson. And he uses the glass on the lane. And the Clippers lead by 2.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
Back to Payne. Craig with it. No points in the game yet for him. Passes it to Johnson. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Man passes to Morris. Pass to Man. Sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Payne. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Johnson sets the screen for Booker. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Booker's got the game tied up here for Phoenix. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And the dunk by Covington.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson, staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Now here's Payne, guarded by Jackson. Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Phoenix. Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Morris. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The pass to Craig. Now here's Payne. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Saric. And it's good, 2 points.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Here's Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Saric.
Second team foul.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
That free throw good for Morris. So both teams changing it up here. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Suns. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Easy for me. They've made the most of their opportunities by getting to the line, and they are knocking them down as well.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
The Suns leading. Setting the floor for the Suns. Pop it forward. They'll have Bridges and Crowder. Chris Paul is out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Now, here's Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Here's Ayton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ayton's got the lead up to 3 now for the Suns.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Wall.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
The first one falls. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the two defenders on what we call the boxes That's down in the low post area. And you see those two boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the two defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint. Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Bridges kicks to Shannon. Off target from three-point range. Clippers trail by 3. From deep, George. Good on the three-point shot. George has got 9.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
And here is Paul. 6 points for him.
Blocking foul called on Kawhi Leonard. First personal foul.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles.
Coming onto the floor for your Clippers, Ivica Zubac.
Here's Paul. Ayton a screen on Wall. Paul kicks to Ayton. Lock at 6. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Now here's Paul. Bridges outside.
One of the best defenders in the NBA, Paul George displays strong timing and discipline.
Pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Back to Bridges. Ayton sets the pick for Bridges. Passes to Paul. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on George. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Powell, he's checked in for Kennard. And Paul drills both of them.
I love the effort level Chris Paul delivers day in and day out. He's been doing this for a while now, but he hasn't slowed down, not a bit.
Now here's Leonard. 6 points for him. Count the basket.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Paul passes to Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Chris does a nice job probing the defense off the pick and roll and finding teammates.
The Clippers trail. Now Leonard. He's got 8. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Now here's Paul. He's got 8. Pass to Shamet. Back to Paul. Bridges kicks to Paul. That 3 off the mark. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. Now here's Leonard. He's got 10. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Bridges dishes to Paul. Ayton a screen on Wall. Takes a shot at the elbow, and that one hits back iron.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
And the layup falls. Wall's got 8 points.
And that's too close. When Wall gets a shot that deep inside, it is almost automatic.
Paul outside. Ayton a screen. That one doesn't drop. Wall with some nice D.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And the pass to Zubac. That ball, nice speed that time from George. And now a 4-point Los Angeles lead. Suns have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
To stop the drought, and Ayton throws it down.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Zubac kicks to George. Zubac with the screen for George. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. So for the Clippers, Robert Covington's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Mann comes in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for John Wall. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Saric has checked in for Ayton. Johnson comes in for Crowder. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. Now here's Payne. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Craig with a screen on Jackson. Payne passes to Craig. Count it. Good.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
First personal foul.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At the line for the Suns, Torrey Craig. At the foul line for 1.
Clippers have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. There's Jackson with the 3. No good. Shot missing. Now the Suns take it the other way. Payne passes to Craig. Shamet on the wing. Screen by Saric. Shamet kicks to Craig. Clock at 4. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Powell. 5 points in the game. Jackson misses. Johnson with it. Shamet on the wing. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Puts it up from 12. Mann can't hit. Well, Phoenix shooting in the second quarter 46%. And here's Payne. 9-point game his last outing. Fires the 3. And with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Mann's got his second bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Johnson with a screen on Jackson. To the middle. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Johnson.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Here's Jackson. That one, no good. Johnson with the defensive effort.
In the 2020 playoff bubble, some players struggled. Reggie Jackson was one of those guys, but he bounced back in a big way. This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from three.
Here's Powell after the Suns pick up 2. Zubats a screen on Craig. Powell the pass to Zubats. Some solid defense from Šarić.
And with Jackson, Smitty, he went right back to being the player he was back in 21.
He was an aggressive attacking scorer with an edge, GA, and the 21-22 season was one of his best ever.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Right side, Covington. Jackson down low, working on Payne. Count it.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 1. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Now here's Payne. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shamet finds Craig. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with his offense.
Here's Powell, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. How the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league, and he's just coming into his prime, so he fits the timeline of their star.
The free throw drops for Powell. Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard at his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Marcus Morris comes in for Ivica Zubats. And Amir Coffey is subbed in for Terrence Mann. Powell kicks to Jackson. The feed to Covington. Jackson trying to break free. And Covington with the basket on the assist from Jackson.
Inside, Robert doesn't hold back. He does whatever it takes to get his shot off.
A minute 20 left here in the second. Here's Payne. Drives to the hoop. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. The drive by Jackson and the dunk by Jackson.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
There's 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Craig. Booker in the corner. Lets the 3 fly. That shot misses. The Clippers go the other way with it, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
And here are the Suns now, after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Booker, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Robert Covington picks one up.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Morris. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Covington, a screen on Johnson. And here's Morris for 3. Drills it from outside. And the Clippers lead by 6.
And the one thing about Morris, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
And so it's Los Angeles.